Hi, it's Hans at AHappierMan.com. Today's topic is never forget you're important too. As men, we seem to get more of that idea shoved at us of that our role is to serve others. From the time we're probably young boys until our whole lives, we seem the predominant message we get is that our role is to serve others. When you're young, it's obey your parents and obey God and obey the teachers at school and obey whoever is an authority figure. And as we grow up, it gets even more, obey your, do what everybody says to do, especially your wife, serve the government, serve your country, serve your community, take care of everybody around you. And what happens is you and your needs get lost in this shuffle. You somehow you're missing out on life with this idea that your role is to serve and not. And my point is your predominant feeling should be one of happiness, and that what you would do in your life has to create happiness in your life. Now, there will be a certain amount of serving others that will create happiness for you. That providing for others does give a man a lot of satisfaction and contentment, and you feel good helping people around you, whether they be your children, your wife, or girlfriend, or girlfriends, or your family, your immediate family, your extended family, or your friends, or your work colleagues, or your employer, or your community, or the government, or the church, or society, or whatever group or organization you're in. Yeah, that gives a man a lot of satisfaction. But I think you have to temper that with, does the satisfaction you're getting from that, doing all of that, serving others, is that making your life better? And you have to kind of keep a little bit of imbalance, and I would say to weight the balance more on your happiness, and perhaps you need to do a little less for others and a little more for yourself. What happens to some guys is this idea gets so ingrained in you that you lose total sight of your own happiness and your own needs. And that's what happened to me in my marriage, that along with a lot of other things, that I just kept thinking, well, if I can just keep doing for her and others, eventually I'll have something for me. And it never, in the course of the marriage, that just didn't happen. It wasn't until after I left her that I was able to kind of get my mind wrapped around the idea of maybe I should start doing some things for myself. And I've been happily doing things for myself all this time, in addition to serving others. But I'm careful in how much I take on, so I don't go overboard in this service idea and get my life off balance, where I'm not happy, and I feel frazzled and filled with anxiety and frustrated because nothing is going for me. And I think this is a healthier way to think. It may sound selfish, but that being selfish is a good thing for you. It's a good thing for all of us to selfishly watch out for our self-interest and don't go overboard doing for others without thinking that you matter, because you do, right? Your preferences you should let people know what the preferences are. You should learn how to say no to what you don't want to do. You should learn how to experiment and saying yes to things that other people don't really want you to do, right? There'll be a lot of times, because you're so busy serving other people, if you take time away from them, the service of them, to do something for yourself, they're not going to like it, right? If you're married, your wife isn't going to want to let you do all kinds of fun things you'd like to do, because that's taking energy, time, and money away from her. And I would say that is not a very healthy way to have a relationship. The healthy way is for both parties to enjoy their lives, not just one at the expense of the other, because you're important, aren't you? Aren't you? Were you born just to serve others? That makes no sense to me, even though that was ingrained all the time by all kinds of different sources. And it's not really your parents' fault for ingraining this in you, because it was ingrained in them, right? They're not going to know better. But I'm saying, now that you know better, and now that I know better, we can do better, right? We can think a little bit differently about this situation and craft our own lives more to our liking. So in addition to serving others in a manner that makes sense to you, you have one heck of a great life. All for now.